Virgo. We see the High Priestess. This can resonate in your past, present, future conversations that you're having. Synchronicity. Excuse my mess. God first. First of all, I would like to thank the Virgo. It is their season. Everybody bow down, Virgo. Although this is a Taurus card, it's also my God. Okay, God first. And God, we believe in the Most High, our Maker, the Most High. Virgo, the Most High. Sacred things, moralities, integrity, honesty, right? In front of God, in the eyes of God, in front of the Pope, okay? In front of a Taurus. What in the Taurus is going on? I feel like someone has a Taurus car. And I don't know why I feel like someone has a Taurus car that has like big wheels or something like that. Oh, is that the cops? But that's a job. You guys do know being a cop is a job, right? It's a career. I got a whole thing of sage over here. I dried up sage. So sage it. I got a mess everywhere. I got to clean this up. Excuse the mess. Everything is messy. Taurus, is religion messy sometimes? At church, okay? I hear the green leaves. Church is what I hear, okay? Also, I feel like someone's listening to, forgot his name. You probably damn my channel like she's doing tarot. She's evil, cross. Like, but if they didn't know what you did, they would be on some other stuff. Why can't we just have a conversation of an understanding of what religion is and our beliefs? Why can't we just agree to disagree? I got time to listen. Also, I feel like someone's like, I think it's time to open the door to the Jehovah Witness. Like, have y'all ever done coke before? Virgo, no, you didn't. You're like, yes, I did. Look, there's God. Jehovah Witness comes knocking at the door. They woke you up. What, you thought you were gonna serve them up or what? Virgo, you took over Leo season. If you're born on these days, you still have the Leo cusp. FYI. Your father is a Leo, okay? Your father's really religious, or someone's talking to the Pope. Also, I feel like someone's confessing to the Pope. Someone's kneeling down. Someone is giving all hell to God, all hell to the Almighty, all hell to the Most High. I give my donations on a Sunday and I keep it pushing. But God is also first thing in the morning. Good morning. Good morning, my fellow peers. 4-page letter. I was listening to 4-page letter by Aaliyah. I don't know, rights to her music. Go press like, subscribe, notification. Rest in peace. But I was listening to this one. No copyrights to this music. And listen. So let me hold off a second. My bad. I guess this is going to be a long night, Virgo. Anyway, so I seen two single people right here. A four-page letter. Someone's also reading like a diary or something that they wrote on a notebook. Someone's writing someone a four-page letter. Someone is like, also, I feel like this is jail talk too. You know what? People are always when I swear when I get out, babe, I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, because they're right there doing their time in jail. Looks like they have two shackles. Also, cuffing season. Okay, babe, no more cheating. I'm not gonna go out with my boys no more. Nothing, For now on, it's football games at our house, not at theirs. Whatever. We're no longer going over to their house to play to watch football games. They're coming over to our house. Someone's like, what? Also, I feel like someone's gonna get invited a lot to like house parties or like house events, housewarming parties. I feel like Hermit Lisi. Also, I feel like someone's smoking in the room too. Like all they're doing is smoking and playing video games in the room. Also, there could be like a bunch of young kids coming over after school in the room smoking and drinking and with their video games all day long. Someone, yeah, these young ass kids. Someone comes in here like, what the hell's going on right here? Also, this could be some grown folks. They're in the back smoking. Also, I feel like someone has to go outside to smoke if someone's smoking a cigarette. You're telling someone they got to smoke outside. You got to smoke that Marlboro Reds outside. Someone's smoking Marlboro Reds. Also, I feel like someone's in a motorcycle right here. Okay. Or like a hot rod. Like, this is what I get out of this. Just this. What I see. Yeah, someone's also like they're out there just smoking that Reggie, smoking that fire. Also, I feel like it's a bunch of drunk people and they're all drinking and celebrating and screaming while there could be a game, a football game throughout the night. Yeah. Or this could be a party too, the Queen of Coins. Someone's walking into a party. It could be somebody's birthday with the Queen of Coins. That's what they're going. There's going to be a party, a mad party. Everybody's smoking, drinking, whatever people do at parties. Don't ask me. I don't even party no more. I go to day togethers and night. No, I ain't got no business in the streets. That's just if you're asking me, Virgo. If me and you are having a conversation, I don't do that. I might one day, but for now, it's a hell no. Wow, you must be counting a lot of money. Also, I feel like someone's checking IDs, checking a bunch of paperwork. All right, so a bunch of paperwork that looks the same, a bunch of IDs that look the same. Also, fraud ID, or also, did you know, Virgo, that the IRS is hiring? Biden has hired a bunch of people for the IRS to investigate people for fraud. The IRS. IRS. I don't know why I feel like Toys R Us. IRS. The lovers. Toys R Us. The death card. Like, whoa, are you serious? Yeah, 7 of coins. Some people are going to be crying about that. Yeah, people that have evidence, because there's evidence right there on someone's feet. Yeah, they're going to be checking everybody and the mama. I'm not trying to make y'all paranoid, but it's true. And so if you're running a business, you can expect to be audited. Government got to get their money back. Ain't no shame. Let me tell you, you win the lottery. You know who else wins the lottery? IRS. Period. They want y'all to win the lottery. I know that trillions of dollars that was going up that was a hit. That was IRS is feeling good right now. Like, yes, the government is being funded. Okay. Off of someone's lottery ticket. Yep, you got to pay the IRS, baby. I'm just saying. Also, the Queen of Cups. I see someone drinking wine or something by a lake. All right. The Hierophant, thanking God for this moment. I know that's right. The Knight of Staff again, the Knight of Coins, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Coins. Three of Pentacles. Wow. Six of Coins. God first. In God we trust. Hail to the Most High. It's a blessing. Virgo, who do you know? Bow down, bitches. Virgos is here. Also, that reminds me, like, gives me so Beyonce energy. Doesn't this remind you of Beyonce when they're in that video? Her and Jay Z are holding hands and she's wearing that blue outfit. They thought they was sleeping on me. Also, I feel like this is a Jay Z and Beyonce moment right here. Blessing the future. I feel like truly blessed. But these are very single cards. This reminds me of Sierra when she was like, I'm going to be a good woman to a good man. And God was like, I got a good man coming in for you. I have a good mate coming in for you. And believe me, believe in me, trust and believe. Trust and believe. Get on your knees and trust and believe. Also, I feel like this could be like a pastor, right? Someone that you know, always preaching the word. Also, I feel like someone's getting the Bible out. Like I really said in the beginning, I feel like someone wakes up to a Jehovah Witness. He's like saying something like that. Do you want a double or a 20 twin from Bernie Mac on Friday? You want to take a shot of this Dulce or whatever is it, the Dulce? The Jehovah Witness is like, no, Seven of Wands. But man, I feel like, yeah, because I've always thought about these teenagers, right, that go on, like, I think they're Mormons, all right? I had time to talk to Mormons not too long ago. Was it a year ago? I think they came. I think it was actually exactly a year ago. No, it was longer than a year. They came by, I think, around July. They had came by. It was a bunch of young Mormons. They had came by my yard, and I was like, you need to go to their house. I was like, they need God over there. But I had time to talk to them, and they all invited me to church and all that. And I was like, well, I actually prayed with them. Great kids, if they only knew what I did. I was like, but great kids. I mean, blessed children. But I could only imagine the stories they can tell you because they've gone in the hood, they've gone into different places of the world, and they're like sent on missions, right? And imagine the people they have came across, like literally someone coming out like, did you want an 8 ball? Did you want what you want? I got it, you want it, dripping like water, like and they're like, what? No, temptation, no, my mom will kill me, or that's not what we're doing here. Also, it could be a group of sisters, all right, the old ladies at the church going from house to house, and someone opens the door all drunk right here. They're like, what? Like, I thought it was the police. I was about to pull out my guns. It's just the Jehovah's. It's just the Jehovah's. Someone had put out their weed and everything while they were smoking the blunt. Oh, it's like a whole party right here. Like, I feel like it's a gangster party. Like, what is Mother Teresa doing at this gangster party? Did Mother Teresa just show up at the gangster party? Like, what in the Mother Teresa is going on? Also, thoughts and prayers. This is like my favorite. When you thought you put thoughts and prayers, and instead you put THOTS and prayers, and then they put nuns that are all okay. Okay, so it's the season's coming up, October. Something significant on October. We're just hitting September. We're just a month away from October. A month and a week, I believe. Something very significant in October. Libra season is upon us. Libra's just waiting. Then there's Scorpio. Y'all just waiting in line, huh? Also, I feel like someone they're celebrating somebody's death right here. Somebody's death anniversary. Here comes somebody's death anniversary. Yo, you know what's so crazy, Virgo? Tomorrow's a year of me getting a divorce. Yeah. And I remember getting really sick. And that day, I remember that morning I had gotten into an argument, I think, with someone the day before or this morning. It would have been today. I got in an argument with someone exactly a year ago because I remember when I was getting a divorce by him, I had gotten in an argument with this person and I got really, really sick. I got COVID and my heart hurt. Like I started to cry. My heart was hurting. I remember being on the phone. My heart was hurting. And this very day today, so we got into an argument. I didn't talk to him. I like just getting a fucking divorce. I almost died, guys. I've never felt like I've gotten sick before, but I remember being in the bathroom because it was literally 2 days before my divorce. I don't know why I'm telling you, Virgo. Why do I feel like I need to expand? I should wait for this on Talk to Me. But this could be an anniversary for you. It's also your season. So there's a lot of things going on in your life because I mean, the fact that we could be relatable means that you probably know me very well. And maybe that's why some things are coming out. I've known some Virgos even with this situation about something that happened. And just I can relate to Virgos a lot. It's crazy that like I don't really associate. I know a lot of Virgos, but I don't really I don't see them too often. 'Cause they're always working. Virgos are workaholics. They be forgetting anniversaries. So, but I feel like people have not forgotten you. It's your birthday. People remember. Significant people know your birthday. I feel like I've met a lot of good Virgos though. I have met really great Virgos. The World card. You could have social media. I also feel like with the thoughts and prayers, Halloween. Someone's already can't wait for Halloween. Okay, you can't wait for Halloween. You're gonna go. You can't wait to go to the Halloween store. Okay, the tour staff don't get me ready for Halloween. Like I'm ready. Like Step Brothers, I'm ready. Okay, you got an outfit. This also reminds me, Meg the Stallion. She did a concert at the Sailor Moon. The Two of Coins, the Five of Staff, and the Three of Staff. What are you throwing up in the air? Also, I feel like someone's going to like Pizza Hut. Also, someone could possibly work at Pizza Hut. Also, I feel like maybe 2 years ago, because this will be my second year having a YouTube. It's not my old YouTube, but this is my new YouTube. But 2 years ago, I believe it was in a Virgo reading where I had told someone that had worked at Pizza Hut and said that he couldn't believe that he could ever become someone. And I said, trust and believe. I worked at Dairy Queen. I'm not saying I'm successful better than anybody else. I'm just saying you never know how far you can go when you let go. And that's just coming from experience because as I right now I'm talking to you, I'm experiencing something. The Freemasons. I'm experiencing something. And yesterday I had an experience with you. And so I was like, let me dedicate this time because at least I could talk to Virgo because Virgo knows about going on hermit mode. Hermit mode. I kind of have to be like that right now. But I was like, I'll just do my English YouTube and give everything else a rest and just do Virgos for Virgo season if I can, if possible. Mercury retrograde tends to happen around this time all the time, Virgo. So it's crazy. So Virgo, what do you do when Mercury retrograde starts? Although people don't believe in it, trust and believe. Think about a year ago today. Think about 2 years ago. These last two Mercury retrogrades. Think about it. Think about it. And if you don't know what it is, okay, I believe it's the planets going backwards. They start spinning backwards. So when you start, I believe it just what my brain tells me and what I believe, what is in front of me. It causes chaos. Look, this is chaos. Two planets up in the air with friends and work and with the nasty truth that we don't like to see. And we believe that something's wrong with us, or maybe someone could have done work on us. Yeah, with the devil card. But really, what happens is people who have done work during Mercury retrograde season, they have to pay for the things that they thought uh, that spirit didn't see, because there's the devil, the dark, because Nine of Wands and the devil card. Are you serious? Look, sneaking up to the enemy as well. They didn't see it coming. Also, that's like someone didn't see someone coming. Like, look how it looks. Like, look, this person plans, like, almost like if they thought the devil didn't see it, but the devil saw it. And now you got to come back and pay for what the devil saw. Because that's how it works. I mean, unless that's what you worship, I want to say something. And this is strictly out of opinion. The devil holds no loyalty to anyone. And this is his playground. Nobody owns him. And I believe there's people that actually believe they own an entity and they could do things and be like, do this for me. Really. I was watching on TikTok today, Virgo. I was watching this thing where there was this coffin. And this kind of reminds me of this coffin with little devices on it. And it was actually the devil's coffin. And what it will do was like it will give you a ray of flashing lights into your eyes. Your pupils would change and you will feel the electricity inside your eyes. And then your soul would leave your body, and until the alarm goes off, it will be an out of body experience while you watch yourself laying in your coffin and your death. But it was called the devil's coffin because it gets you out of your body. You're not into heaven. So if you're not into heaven, where are you? Well, whatever the coffin and its directions, which I haven't watched the movie, but I seen this on TikTok. The alarm goes off and he goes back into his body. And he's like, yo, I was like touching you, but you couldn't feel me and you couldn't hear me while you were looking at me in my dead body. So, witnessing it and actually being dead are two different things. I swear to you, are two different things. But you get to see something like if this is our costume, right? Like, you know how we hang our clothes up and it looks, and then You take it off the clothesline and there's nothing there anymore. Almost like you believe something's there, but it's not. But let's say, because I will tell you, if you are a medium, you understand what I'm saying. When mediums can actually feel, and a lot of mediums have actually passed away somehow, some like very, they have had very close encounters with death. I'm not alone on this. I don't care what nobody says. I know I'm not alone. Witnessing and experiencing it are two different things. Now, you can live fast and die slow. I don't know if I'm teaching death to someone, but death is something that comes with us when we're born. It's within us. That coffin was a ticking time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Just like watching tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And then one day it goes off. You see that flash right before your eyes. It flashes. And your whole life flashes right in front of you. You're no longer in your body, you're actually out of your body. And you're looking down at yourself. And you can actually float up into the sky and meet your maker. But we can meet our maker in many times, not when you're alive. Because that's that ticking time thing. If God didn't intend that to happen to you, you could die and come back. He has his reasons why, with some people, it's a miracle of God for them to even still be breathing and can come back and tell you what they saw. It can change your whole life, your whole perspective. It can change your taste buds. And you can also be killed silently. You could be killed spiritually, emotionally, physically. There's so many forms of death. But just as much as death, there's so many forms of life. We can be crying one day and rejoicing on the next, because we know sometimes things have to die a certain way, because you won't realize the new beginning comes with a death. And I'm not just speaking on physical, on a person. I'm talking about emotionally, spiritually, sexually. Why is it some people have a short attention span when it comes down to sex? Why is it easier for some men to be tempted and to fall into temptation with flesh than what it is with spirituality? I believe, and I'm starting to believe, in how sacred a union should be, to a form where it's not possession, but it's like, have you ever seen animals just hang out with each other because they want to hang out with each other? No unknown reason, but they like to hang out with each other. Different kinds. It's almost like they learn something from each other every time they meet up. Like uncanny friendships, like a rabbit to a dog to a goose to a parrot. You see these videos. I think I seen Salma Hayek the other day. I seen it on TikTok. She had an owl on her shoulder. Do you know an owl signifies death, your ancestors? Actually, owls are actually connected to aliens. Look that up. Look up the links between Alaska and the owls and aliens if you don't believe me. And for some reason, Virgo, I always talk about UFOs with you. A long time ago in my childhood, I had a conversation with someone about a UFO, the fourth kind. And I've talked about this, I think, about a year ago with you. The fourth kind. Now, I have 4 people watching me on my life. The fourth kind. We go back to 3, then we go into the Freemasons. The Freemasons being the fourth kind. Alaska is the fourth kind. Now we go down to 2. We go down to 2. Living in separate worlds. The top 2. Isn't that a trip? The fourth kind disappears into the 3 of Pentacles, which is the government, the Freemasons, the conspiracy theories as far as the men in black. But the hermit is the man in black. The CIA, 3 of Pentacles. Secrets that are being held sacred about the fourth kind. And this gives me the 5th element vibe. What if the 5th element is a prophecy on someone's head? We look at it as entertainment, and it reminds me a lot of O.J. Simpson, right? O.J. Simpson, not O.J. Simpson, the man with the black glove. That's a hermit for sure. I don't know why I'm talking about him, but I meant The Simpsons and the prophecy on a cartoon where we thought it was all comedy, but it's all been prophesized to happen now. And it's weird comic ways of looking at the world. Like, isn't it ironic? It's like radiant on a rainy day. Alanis Morissette. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? The irony of it all. How it all boils down with the 3 Masons from the top pyramid of the elite down to the masses, which sit and watch channels or live normal lives or not. We're still all a product of consumers in this world. We all have to consume. We're a product of a bunch of consumers when you get to the bottom of the pyramid. And now, speaking on this, the Rock Nation, it is a pyramid ascended from the sky, but it's grounded. The pyramids, it's a 3. The Masons, would you believe me if those were Egyptian Masons? We just didn't, if we're going to speak in different dialects, that's how we could look at it. But they said it was Egyptian slaves, and I honestly, I'm starting to think as far as history, if I was there, I would believe it. I don't know what to believe anymore. I know. I try to enjoy my cereal because that kills me slow. You understand me? We kill ourselves. Do you know if you eat a hot dog that takes 30 minutes of your life? I don't even want to know at what age I'm going to die because I ate a lot of hot dogs during my lifetime. Scientifically. I like telling you things, Virgo. You're the hermit card. You keep secrets. I like it. Four of Cups and yeah, some things you refuse to talk. You refuse to talk. I refuse to talk about the Masons, changing the subject. But the Masons, the 3 and the moon, they work in secrecy. They know everything and pretend like they don't know anything. Won't talk to you about it. and not cooperating with the cops, or if you are a Mason when people don't want to cooperate with you. It's almost like joining a gang or staying neutral, being neutral, it makes you a civilian because you could be devil or you could be the angel with a Hierophant card that came out first. And it's the same as far as Freemason and secrecy. You could be for the good or you could be for the bad. That's why the CIA exists, Internal Affairs, if I'm not mistaken, to investigate the good and the bad that's within. And that happens within gangs and Congress and government. Like it all falls down to a bunch of organizations, even as far as civilians. When you have vigilantes, and then we go on to other stuff that I don't feel like talking because I'm hungry all of a sudden. I think I want to eat cereal that is no good for me right now, but thug life. You only live once, right? And I feel like when people get scared speaking about death, like, oh, I don't even want to manifest it. Listen, we're living in an era where you need to get comfortable with death. I am so sorry. I'm telling you, my deepest condolences to anyone that has lost anybody. Trust me when I tell you, it's not easy for me either. I cry about it differently. I'm just waiting for the day for a body to stand up and say goodbye to me and tell me like go get my car keys and put it in the a coffin. Just waiting on that day for it to happen to me, because like I was at a funeral, god rest my friend. I swear I seen his chest moving, but I was probably seeing things. And I didn't, sometimes spirit won't come and visit me until like when they want to. I'm not into conjuring spirits. I don't know why. So I feel like, and there's no shade to anybody that does this. Do what you do, use your gift as much as you can. Blessings to you. I don't like overdoing it with my gift. I don't like forcing it. I just don't. Those times when I have like nothing happening to me, I enjoy it because I feel like a sense of peace when I just listen to the birds, or I listen to the stream, like turning off the electronics and just listening to Mother Nature away. I like taking pictures of Mother Nature. And Virgo, you being someone like that, like I'm sure that you even have to put artificial like noise for you to go to bed. I don't. Your eyes. You have to rest your eyes sometimes. You'll need plenty of rest. And resting every day we die. But it's necessary for us to die every single night. The moon, that's why it's there. You have to rest your body, rest in peace. That's forever, but rest in silence, rest. You have to have energy for the next day. Also, I see someone looking at their body in the mirror right here. They're lifting weights. They're checking. I see someone taking pictures with their friends. Someone is going to the gym at night. Sweating. I see someone sweating. Someone's a gym rat. But again, the Three of Pentacles, and I see the pyramids in the background. Egyptian bloodline. Is it possible that someone's DNA could jump into a different body? I believe so. But I don't know what to call this. The Hermit again. Ooh, there's God. There's God. God is showing favor on someone. God is going to show favor on someone because, like I said, we got to get comfortable with some of the things that happen in this world. The fourth kind, the fifth element, the Freemasons, death card, God and the devil. Why does God choose the people that he chooses, no matter what they were in the past? God knows people's hearts and why he chooses to work with certain breeds. Someone's like, fourth kind, my ass. No, but the fourth kind is, it's real. You know what? The fourth kind, this is documentaries from the actual movie. It just really trips me out because I had this conversation with the Virgo a long time ago when I was a kid. Like when we were kids, we had this conversation. It was me and the Virgo, and the Virgo told me this whole thing about this movie. And I didn't have to watch the movie, but it scared the shit out of me. And you know what? I want to say it was around this time too when it happened. And you know what is telling me when I was 18? And I believe it was when I was 18. He told me a story about the fourth kind and it scared the shit out of me because I had a real like paranormal activity thing happen to me. I touched someone. I touched someone that it spooked them out because they said that they felt me take off, like they felt I grabbed an energy out of their body and they didn't want to leave him. Four of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I ended up taking them to a church and I told the people that I was like, I think he has a demon inside of him and he needs to see a pastor. He needs to have an exorcism done. Swear. I swear. It's kind of scary, but my life journey. I just want you to know something that happened. And I really believe it. If this scares you, yo, stay to picking daisies. There's some good tarot readers out there that do oracle cards that only talk about sex, only talk about love, only, I like to talk about experiences and things that, really happened in my life if I'm trying to like connect with you and, build a bond with you, whether you're my enemy or you're my friend, whether you're a saint or you're a whole demon, whether you're a pastor or whether you're someone that's fully devoted to the occult. And I'm not talking about CULT because I'm not into, I mean, I don't know. I respect it, but I don't. I respect everybody's spirituality as long as you do things for the good and not for the bad. Ultimately, at the end, they'll be out here serving drinks for everybody to die. That's not right. That's not coherently right in my eyes. Anyways, this world is full of mysteries that we would like to talk about. Why do you think that people like to watch paranormal experiences and on YouTube and all these conspiracy stories? And why? Why does it intrigue us? Yeah, if you experienced it, you would think very differently because seeing something and actually experiencing is two things. And you could combine both. Imagine getting both, seeing yourself die or seeing yourself like, it can scare people when you tell them the experience. Like people are like, you died. I'm like, yeah, like I don't know. It's normal to me, but it's not normal to other people. Anyways, around this time, I took him to a pastor. And when he came out, he was fine. And then I had gone over to this person's house and he had told me about this. And then I spooked him out when I told him that I just took this person to a church so they can get an exorcism done. Like I was real calm, cool, and collective. I could see something trying to come out of him. This is before I understood who I am. This is way before I understood it. After that, that person, like after that certain experience right there, that person couldn't last too long being in my presence. It's almost like the demon will want to get out and he would start flashing out like some Michael Myers shit from Halloween. And I couldn't fully comprehend, but now that I'm older, I definitely comprehend what the fuck is going on. When you're a medium and you don't even know you're a medium, or you're someone that's gifted with divine gifts, you don't have to see the dead to feel it. You can hear it, you can feel it, you can touch it, you can taste it, you can dream it, or you don't even have to be psychic. Someone that is a psychic or someone's energy is that strong, they can send you a message in certain times of your life, because it's meant sometimes when spirit wants to tell you something so bad that it will go to the nearest medium near you, or the even a spiritual practitioner, as far as like a pastor or anyone that leads, they will come into your presence almost attracted to you to give you a message from your guides. Now, when you get into even going into becoming a pastor or preacher and stuff, you have to learn some of the dark things, especially when you enter a certain level. The church hires people that have divine gifts to research paranormal activity. That's not just on the movies, that's real life. They have their private investigators and people who study the paranormal to see if it's real cases. They're specific for that. That's how they run their church. That's how they run their organization. I respect it. I have no problem with it. I believe everyone has their journey and there's a reason why. God has chose you, or the most high, or whatever it is you fully believe in. But I will tell you something, we don't run them. As long as you're walking in this world and you bleed like me, you're not one of them. You're not one of them. You could come from their DNA, but you're not one of them. You're not one of them until you pass away. When you pass away, that's when you get to see a different realm that most people don't get. You know who else is close to those kind of realms? People who are on drugs, people who are alcoholics, people who also like prostitutes and stuff. There's no shade to anybody, exotic dancers and stuff like that, because you come across killers, you come across people who have dark energies. Eventually, why do you think a lot of these strippers are on drugs? They don't want to feel the energy that comes in, whether people believe in energy or not. This is beyond tarot. I honestly feel this, other than just prophesizing the future, learning something, because this world is very versatile. Numbing our gifts. What if everybody was off of drugs? What if everybody was off synthetic drugs? Any drugs that existed in this world? What if this world had no doctors? There was no more drugs. Who would they go to? What would they do? What kind of knowledge would they obtain? We're talking about this world right now. We're going into, I keep on saying this, we're going into the era of energy. The Aquarius, Year of Aqua, 2022. Twos? That's a powerful digit. Energy, the good and the bad. How can we do good without knowing what the bad is? How do we know bad if we don't have good? Hi. So when you're dealing with people that are not awakened because they keep numbing themselves, they're killing themselves every day. They don't see it. They don't see it. And no one tells them that. No one wakes them up to know that they're killing themselves every single day. I knowingly know I'm killing myself with this. We look at it as having a good time, letting go, releasing stress, coping with shit, right? But really, we don't want to feel anything because we are a full rage portal of energy. And this energy, we all get chosen to have different kind of energy. You don't have to be a medium. You could foresee through dreams. You don't have to foresee dreams. You could just have a nurturing spirit for children that need a nurturing soul. But when children that are not even your own children or the people that are around you, you have a nurturing spirit, you might nurture a demon because you're so nurturing, because you never have seen bad. Nurturing people tend to experience a lot of tragic, a lot of death because we're so giving in nature, we're so nurturing. Understanding that life is a balance. It's like, in the Bible, it's confusing like that too, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then when real shit happens, this kind of energy that you can feel so dark, 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 dark. And even as an empath, clairvoyant, whatever it is that your gift is, you can't deny it's dark. You numb your gift so you don't feel it. Then you blind yourself to the truth. And then you're easily taken advantage because most people who are kind and want to see the best in the person, you don't want to believe these kind of things are happening. But in this realm where the dark constantly is at, so is good. But if we looked at it as we got to be the good person, we wouldn't be so worried about who isn't. But that's not how people run. It's only for the chosen few who are meant to be awakened because once you awake, it's like everything is different. I'm not who I was a year ago. Given that today I actually got really sick and I felt like I died. The dreams that I was having when I was had this fucking disease and like my heart was breaking and I felt like something had left me, something really fucking dark had left me. See, now that I know that I'm a medium, I understand that I have to protect my portal. If you don't understand your gift, I suggest you start looking it up because everyone is divinely gifted with something. But also spirit will take away. I feel like spirit can numb your gifts when he wants to, when she wants to, when the higher ups do, when the angels see something they don't like, when the demons are playing with your hair, whatever it is. Because those that have experienced sleep paralysis, those who have felt anxiety for no reason that has came out of nowhere, never had a traumatic things, but you're having flashes all of a sudden and you fall and it can even cause you to have seizures and people can't understand. And when you're having these seizures, you're having premonitions of what's to come. And for some of us, your nose starts to bleed. So some young mediums, their nose bleeds at a very young age and it gets better once they hit around 18. And I'm telling you 18 because honestly, I believe there's only a few out there in the world, but I know there's a child that looked into the sun and the nose started to bleed. I understand that, and not understanding why it does. And then they will say you're anemic. And then, Scientology, Western medicine will tell you differently. But spiritually, if we're all born with the spirit, we have to teach our children and we have to teach ourselves to rewire ourselves. Because at this very moment, I'm on the whole rewiring. Like, I feel like I should definitely take some time off, but I feel better talking about it, explaining myself to the world, because I know I'm not alone. I'm not alone. There's people that are really struggling with some real shit when, like, right after they leave work, like coping with the things that they have to deal with at work, or as soon as they leave their family home with the things they have to deal with, breaking down. Like, have you ever went into a store and you've been like, I was like that on Sunday. I don't know if it was, no, it was Saturday. I went into a store and I couldn't even stop crying. I was just crying, and I was still like professional. I was nice and polite. I said what I wanted, went there, cashed out, and he didn't even know what to say. He was like, "Have a good day," because I was just, tears were just coming out my face nonstop. Am I ashamed? No, because I sit here and I think about people who are divinely gifted. We can feel a lot deeper than other people. And when you start to free yourself from your own sin, I really believe that when you confess your sins through your mouth, that you free yourself from that burden. Whether because it's crazy how people go on Sunday, they go and they sit down with the priest and they tell them their sins, because they're given a role where they cannot break an oath. They can't break an oath. So when you elevate to being a high priestess, a priest, a preacher, anyone of divine gifts, I believe there's good and bad in both sides: religion, congregation, institutions. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my French. I'm going to let this go, but if you're a medium, I pray for you. I really do. I pray for angels. I pray for the good spirit to be in you always, and that you use your gifts for good things. Because remember, that's how you get spiritual karma. Maybe that's why some spirits can touch us and some can't. Some of them, it's almost like catching the Holy Ghost. Mediums can catch the Holy Ghost more often than ones that don't. Imagine having such a good karma that the Holy Ghost chooses to work through you. The Holy Ghost, though, like, really think about it. The Holy Ghost. Are we talking about angels? Is the ghost the demon? The Holy Ghost, is that an angel? What if we are ghosts and we catch the angel? I don't know. Maybe I'm too deep in this because I swim in it. This thing called knowledge. It's going to fry my brain one day. Well, thank you, Virgo, for giving me a good conversation, although it's me talking the whole time. Have a good night and blessings.